Joshua Bassett just revealed that he was hospitalized days after Olivia Rodrigo released driver's license and how close he was to being found dead in his apartment. Let's get into it. In the latest testament that we never know what others are going through, so we should always try to be kind to one another, Joshua Bassett opened up about literally having to fight for his life at the hospital, all while he was being dragged on social media for reportedly breaking Olivia Rodrigo's heart. Joshua told GQ magazine that 2 days after driver's license was dropped, he started feeling gravely ill and that it only kept getting worse from there. At first, Joshua thought it might have been food poisoning, but as he began experiencing what he described as unimaginable pain, he had to be hospitalized the very same day he released his single Lie 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 in January. It turns out Joshua was diagnosed with septic shock and heart failure, and though he didn't go into many details and specifics as to what caused it in the first place, he said, quote, "I'm sure stress had a part in it." And to put in perspective the gravity of his urgent medical intervention, Joshua explained, "The doctors told me that I had a 30% chance of survival. They told me that if I had not checked into the hospital within 12 hours, I would have been found dead in my apartment." And again, this was all taking place while Joshua was being portrayed on social media as the bad guy that took Olivia for granted and quickly moved on with that blonde girl after dumping her, even though Olivia herself to this day hasn't outright confirmed that she wrote driver's license with him in mind. Luckily, Joshua steered away from all the noise and drama online as he, quote, "didn't have any energy to be able to focus on anything but staying alive." The hate brought against Joshua got real toxic real quick, with users tweeting out horrible things like him not being worthy of Olivia and Sabrina Carpenter to be fighting over, and of course we can't forget that he was even indirectly called a on national television on an SNL skit.
My gene is Joshua Bassett.
Happy and sad at the same time.
But Joshua hasn't let any of this negativity drag him down, as he's not only keeping his distance from social media, except for TikTok, where he says the algorithm only shows him philosophy and music content, but he's also taking great care of his mental health all around. He revealed that he's been going to therapy since he was 19 years old. He frequently practices meditation, in addition to reading self-help books and poems on his fire escape, and he also takes long ice-cold showers, which he proudly boasts of not having missed a single morning for the last year and a half. Joshua also announced that there's new music on the horizon about everything he's been going through in these last 12 months, but given that it's all very intimate, it hasn't been easy for him to get it on paper. He said, "I've had a hard time writing just because it's been so painful, and I've had a hard time facing it in the way that I need to." But Joshua is not discouraged to power through the rawness of his emotions, since after all, he believes that it's an artist's job to, quote, "carry the emotional weight for other people." Well, we're just really happy to know that Joshua is feeling better these days, and that he's bouncing right back with new music, which of course we can't wait to get to listen to. Now go ahead and click right over here for another clever news video. Also, make sure you let us know in the comment section below your thoughts on how Joshua handled this whole situation. I'm Ashley Mova. You guys can find me on Instagram at Ashley Mova. Bye guys.